Andreas von Weissenberg, who is in Budapest. He is the head of the Disasters, Climate and Crisis Unit at the IFRC. Andreas, thanks for joining us. A fairly dire picture there painted by our reporter, but your teams are obviously on the ground delivering food, water, other essential items to these people stranded there at the border. What are they telling you that the situation is like there?
Well, the situation at the border, and I think your reporting now described very well what we're dealing with here. The Red Cross teams from Lithuania, Poland and Belarus has not had access to the border zones, with the exception now in the last couple of days of Belarus Red Cross that has, together with the authorities, been able to deliver water, food, clothes, blankets to people on the border. In the other countries, we do not have access to that border zone. And given what we're seeing there, of course, this needs to change. We're looking at sub-zero temperatures, and we have to keep in mind also that over the last couple of weeks and months, people have already died on this border, and the weather conditions are getting worse. It's not a sustainable situation in any way, and we need to be able to deliver assistance. And all parts in this situation need to de-escalate the situation and provide access for humanitarian organizations so that we can give the support that these people need.
Right. So, I mean, what are you asking now of the countries involved? I mean, do they need to take in these migrants? What will happen to them?
I think our focus is very much right now on the needs as we see them. I mean, we understand there's a very complex political dispute and situation in the backdrop here, and there are probably not any particularly easy solutions. However, at the same time, I think when we look at this situation, it's not sustainable. Something's got to give at some point, and until that happens, we have people suffering, we have women and children suffering in sub-zero temperatures. That's unacceptable. That cannot go on forever. They cannot go on for many hours or days. So access, so we can provide immediate relief to these people, warmth, and some of them vulnerable groups. They need medical attention. They need support. So that is the immediate thing that we need to focus on right now. And then in the background, of course, and we don't have a particular role there, is the political solutions that this situation requires. But access and a de-escalation of what is a very militarized situation on the border, that needs to happen very soon.
I mean, a really desperate picture there. What are your main concerns now for these people if you can't get access?
But again, the sub-zero temperatures, vulnerable individuals that need medical attention, for example, there could well be a lot of chronic health emergencies that require medication. We don't really know because we don't have that regular access. I mean, we had the positive news in the last couple of days from Belarus on the access. Otherwise, the way we've been operating has been sort of indirect, providing the authorities, border guards or civilians in some cases, with relief, who have access to the border zones, with relief goods in the hope that those relief goods reach the people in need. That's how we've been operating so far. I mean, notwithstanding a lot of other things we are doing outside of the border zones, but specifically now for the border zones, we need access so we can provide support to people.
Okay, Andreas von Weissenberg, there, the head of the Disasters, Climate and Crisis Unit at the IFRC, updating us there on the humanitarian situation on the border. Thank you.